Welcome to day 19 of Vlogmas. Hard to believe it's less than a week till Christmas. So I'm going to be making some cookie recipes this week. The first one is an almond ricotta cookie. You can pause it to get the recipe. So it's the cookie and the icing. You're going to need an oven preheated at 350, and you're going to put the rack in the center of the oven. The first thing you're going to do is line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper, and then you're going to put your butter and your sugar into a stand-up mixer. You can use a hand mixer if that's what you have, and you're going to mix it together at a medium speed until the butter and the sugar are light and fluffy. Once the batter is light and fluffy, you're going to add the ricotta, the vanilla extract, the almond extract, and the egg. And you continue mixing until it's smooth, and this will be quite a wet batter. Now you add the dry ingredients and keep mixing to combine them all together. Once they're all combined, you're going to portion the dough into roughly 1.5 tablespoon portions. You can also use a scoop if you want. That's what I'm going to use. And you place them 2 centimeters apart on a baking sheet. So I have a scoop that I'm using, and I'm scooping out almost the full thing, but you'll see the first batch I did are a little bigger than the second batch that I did. You can make them small or as large as you like. They're roughly 2 inches apart on the parchment paper, and you're going to bake them for about 15 minutes in the center of the oven. And what you'll find is after 15 minutes, you'll find that they don't look an awful lot different. Some of them might be a little bit brown on top, but that's the look. They're quite light in colour, and they're a softer cookie. It does make quite a few cookies. So in the second batch I made them a little bit, I would say they're a little bit bigger, the cookies, but I didn't spread them out quite as much because they're not spreading cookies. They kind of stay in the same form that you make them. So I got as many of them. In fact, I got the last lot on one batch for the oven. And I think it made probably about 30 cookies. So once the cookies are in the oven, I have one batch cooling and the second batch is in the oven. You're going to make the icing. So you whisk together the powdered sugar and the milk until it's smooth, and add in the almond extract, and spoon the icing. I used a fork actually because it just seemed to go better, and then literally you just pour it over the cookies. Once you're done, you can add sprinkles, anything you want on top. I added a little bit more milk to get the right consistency. You don't want it too thin, and you certainly don't want it too thick unless you want to put it in a paste on top of the cookie, but you want a nice little dribbling consistency. So once the cookies are done, as you can see, they're very, very light in colour. I just dribbled the icing on top. I didn't add, you can add almond slices if you want, but I like to keep it simple because I'm going to be stacking them as they're going to be gifts. So what I did was I took some paper wrappers and put them in the Tupperware container, and they're ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you make these and how they turn out, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 20.